And the news media strikes again. Check this out.
I'm so scared. In Mississippi, there was just a law passed like 5 days ago that the Jim Crow laws are being reinstated.
Jim Crow 2.0.
Mississippi House passed a bill considered as modern-day Jim Crow law.
I just have to make this known because what the actual, why?
And while we can't magically make this bill not racist, our voices are still making change.
The problem is you're being lied to. You bought into it hook, line, and sinker, and that's exactly what they wanted. Jim Crow 2.0 is what they're calling it. What it actually is Mississippi House Bill 1020. I want to talk a little bit about what this is versus what it's being portrayed as. What this bill's actually doing is addressing a backlog of criminal cases within their district court system. And excessive crime in Jackson, Mississippi. I read the bill. I've looked at all of the coverage. None of it really lines up. So what it's actually doing is it's dividing one district in Jackson, Mississippi into 3 districts, court districts. There will be 2 more supervising judges appointed by the Chief Justice of Mississippi. Also for the new 2 districts, the Attorney General will be appointing new prosecutors and public defenders. And lastly, the bill expands the jurisdiction for the Capitol Police from, I believe, the Capitol Complex to the entire city of Jackson, Mississippi to assist the city police. And again, from what I can tell so far, this whole bill is just addressing a backlog of criminal cases that otherwise aren't going to get through the judicial system before the statute of limitation runs out, and also addressing crime rates in Jackson. So people are calling it Jim Crow 2.0, which really implies segregation. I've read through the bill. I suggest you go read through the bill. I haven't seen a single piece of legislation that suggests anything like what Jim Crow 1.0 was. People are saying that it's taxation without representation because the Jackson residents aren't going to be directly voting for these newly appointed officials, the judges and prosecutors. And then, of course, people are just calling it racist. Everything is racist these days. So far from scrolling through social media, looking at the headlines, the basis for these allegations are residents in mainly the left-leaning news are upset because this bill is being passed by a majority white and Republican legislation. There's really no proof for the implied segregation or any other reason to use the term Jim Crow, other than that it is clickbait and will get a rise out of people nationwide. Therefore, the headline getting to the top of the news. As far as taxation without representation, if you're going to say that you're being taxed without being represented, you got to bring the receipts, and in this case, you just don't have them. The officials that passed this into law, they were elected by you. The Chief Justice and Attorney General, who will be appointing new judges and prosecutors, are also elected officials, also elected by you. This is nothing new. When expansion happens, they appoint officials to an interim status. As far as just the whole racist thing, I mean, nothing in the bill even refers to race, gender, age, political party, or any other demographic. This bill is simply to address the growing crime rate in Jackson and to take on the backlog of criminal cases that already exist. The statute of limitations is a thing, and it runs out pretty quick. In conclusion, don't trust the news. Do your own research.
Come on, man.
If a headline seems a little bit sketchy, you should probably check it out. Till next time.